34 days and counting. So I've been talking about saving your assets, and I'm going to talk a little bit about repurposing your content. When I'm talking about 34 days and counting, several of you know, and if you know, you know, and if you don't, well, do your research because there's a lot of talk about it right now. And the reason I'm not really, it's about the TT ban. It's probably going to happen. There's been some paperwork, some documents. I can't remember the one lady that I follow that tells us all the great stuff. And the documents are out there, and there's some support showing that, or lack thereof support of preventing it. So just in case, you should be preparing. And I've been talking about saving your assets. And today we'll talk about a little bit more about maybe a pivot because, you're going to have to do it, or you should be doing it, because we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. So I would say double down on any platform, any other platform that you might be on. Repurpose the content that you should have downloaded, saved your captions, saved your feedback, saved your comments, saved your analytics, saved all your stuff, because it might not be there. So you're either going to be taking screenshots or using a third-party tool to download and grab all your data, but get yourself organized. If you're using these platforms to make money, treat it like a business and get all your assets. Get everything, comments, feedback, likes, share, the data, the analytics, so that you have that, because you can still use it to validate that you are a content creator and this is what your reach was. And then you also kind of have a benchmark of where you want your other platforms to grow to, based off of your number one platform and your data. And so grab all that. You should be grabbing all that. So with the pivot, you're going to want to double down on platforms that you're on, and just start. If you don't have other platforms, start the channels, grab the content that you've downloaded, schedule it out, batch it out. Just think about it. If you start a new platform, you already have hundreds of content, like thousands of pieces, maybe tens of thousands of pieces. I don't know how many hours do you have on one platform, and you're going to be able to repurpose it on a new platform. If you don't have a platform, pick the one that makes the most sense for you. And then if this is you pivoting from one platform to another platform, I would suggest this would be a really great time for you to maybe be on 2 or 3 platforms, so that you can see where your people are, how your content hits, and find where the best place for you is. And then don't have all your assets put in all one basket again. Consider it a lesson learned, and diversify. Yeah, diversify your social media and be on several different platforms. You could be on Instagram, YouTube. YouTube is amazing. It's one of my favorites, and it has shorts and long form content, and you can do series there, you can do subscriptions there, you can do, it's an amazing platform. It's great. The Book of Faces is not my favorite, but people are there. And so, just if you're repurposing content, make it your secondary, or maybe number 3. Start a blog. Blogs are not out. Websites are not out as long as you're doing SEO, search engine optimization. You're doing search engine optimization on your social media anyway, or you should be. And if you're not, you should start. But do a blog. And, a blog, you can end up creating 18, 20 pieces of content, and dispersing it into all sorts of different things. That's an amazing thing to start with, to repurpose and cut up and all that kind of stuff. That's a whole different series. You should have an email list. If you don't, maybe take this opportunity to start building one. Tell everybody on your platforms that, hey, in case something happens, go to my website, or go here, or go wherever. Text me your email. I don't know. DM me your email, so that we can continue to stay in contact and start growing your email list like that. So you could launch a podcast. That's another way. There are, I wonder how many, I'm going to just ask. There are, hold on just a second. I'm going to ask and find out how many social platforms are out there that you could be on. So there are about 10 to 15 social media platforms that are similar in nature to TikTok. I'm sure there are more, but from a similarity there, TikTok has social selling. Social selling is going to be a big topic in 2025. If you follow the trends, they're giving it basically a name now of social selling. There's a few apps coming on board with that. You've been seeing the social selling aspect in a lot of different platforms in some way or another, and letting creators promote whatever they want to be able to sell. So maybe start researching that a little bit. I probably will be doing, I'm not probably, but I will be doing a series on social selling because that's what we're doing here on TikTok a lot, other than just being social and sharing content and creating communities. And there's some huge opportunities here, rather than falling, and just being like, oh my gosh, there's going to be a ban. Figure out how you can pivot, what you can do, save your assets, like I've said, so that you can repurpose them. This is a really good time too, while you're collecting all your assets, to look at the data and see what performed best for you, see what didn't perform. Look at where you started and where you're at now, and just kind of do an audit. Take the opportunity to do an audit of you as a content creator on this platform, and be your next best version of you on the next platforms that you pick. And let's just say we prepare and for the worst, and it doesn't happen, but you have started on other platforms. Great, because now you have some backup platforms, and you can refine your business, and you can batch your content, repurpose your content, and grow on other platforms. And you might find out that you grow somewhere that you didn't expect. That would be way cool. So that is day 34 days and counting. Tomorrow we will talk a little bit about preparing again, pivoting, repurposing, and saving your assets. So have an amazing day. Do one thing to prepare, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but do that one thing, okay? Have an amazing day. Wait, I'm back. Drop in the comments on what are you doing to prepare for the potential TikTok ban. I'd love to hear about it in the comments.